be exploring Chiselhurst Cave. The cave was used as a shelter during World War II.
I'm going to explain where we're going to be going, a bit of a brief history to get us started, and we'll jump straight into it. So first things first, we are starting just here, this little X just here. We're then going to head on through that little gateway over there. We're going to go along here, we're going to go up here, out here, then we're going to go up here. So we can wiggle our way down here somewhere, hopefully ending up over there somewhere. Down through here, along here, back up to there. That is just under a mile of walking as such, so please just do be prepared for that. Now a little bit of a brief history for you. So in 1904 a man called Dr. Nichols come down here and he came up with some theories as to who built each of these sections. One theory was this section over here was believed to be dug by the Saxons for the use of things such as the flint. This section over here was believed to be dug by the Druids for things such as human sacrifice. Lovely. And down here, this section was believed to be dug by the Romans for the use of the chalk down here as a mine. Now if you fast forward to the 1914, this part of the tunnels were actually used as an overflow storage for the explosives made by Woolwich Arsenal in World War I. They placed approximately 500 tonnes of explosives down here, later doubling it to 1,000 tonnes. Thankfully none of it did go bang, although they did enjoy having a smoke down here, which wasn't the best. But at the end of the war, the explosives that were left were indeed removed, and around 1930 it was then turned into a mushroom farm down here. Then World War II came around and it was used as a mass air raid shelter, where there was approximately 15,000 people down here at one time. Not 1,500, 15,000. Now we are going to get into a bit of the air raid shelter stories a little bit later. First we're going to head on through this doorway over here to the stage. Right, so what we have here is indeed the stage, as I said just now. Built down here in the 50s, first had people such as Bromley Jazz Group and other small groups come down here and do a few little local gigs, a few concerts. But given its uniqueness, more and more people wanted to come down here and play. So going into the 60s, 70s and the 80s, people such as Jimi Hendrix, The Who, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all of those sort of people have been down here, and that's just to name a few of them. Unfortunately, it was closed down due to many different reasons in the later half of the 80s. And unfortunately, since then, there has not been live music on this stage. And unfortunately, I doubt there ever will be ever again. Now, the bit that we're about to go into now is the darkness area. So this is for the part where I do request you just turn any phones and any cameras off for me, just slide them in your pockets, that would be nice and lovely. The only way that we're going to see through here is simply the lanterns. So if you don't have a lantern, huddle with someone who does. If there's anyone that feels uncomfortable when we do get down there, let me know. The guide can come down, take you back up to the top. Other than that, please do be careful as it does get bumpy and slippery through here. Let's go. So guys, for those of you that haven't been here before, would anyone like to guess when this is carved? When? Yeah, would you like to guess when it was carved? Tuesday, not quite.
Saturday when everyone has time.
It was actually 1995. It was done by a New Zealand student named Sandy. She came down here, wanted to leave us a little present. Originally, the owner said no. Okay, we'll let you. But under these conditions, you'll be down here on your own when we're closed. We'll show you the way out twice. You'll have whatever lighting you bring down. And it's haunted as well. But that didn't stop her. She still came down there for almost a year and completed it. On the left, you have the good. The middle, the tree of life in the shape of a DNA helix. And on the right, you have the evil. And just down here behind me, that the ones at the back can't see, Spider-Man, Canary Wharf and the River Thames. Now, if any of you would like to take pictures of this, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to have a look, take some pictures. Once you're done, head down that tunnel where I'll be waiting and we'll move on. So, what we have here is a reconstruction of how almost every single tunnel would have looked as it was being used as a shelter. If the tunnels were big enough, you would have beds on both sides and a walkway down the middle. If they were smaller, you'd have beds on one side and a walkway on the other. Now, in this section you had pitches numbered A1, this one here, A2, A3, A4, A5, all the way to the back. Then all the way back up here is A29. Under each of these was a tri-bunk, a bed that holds 3 people. So, 3 times 30, that's 90 people. But in some cases it would have been a bit more than that, because obviously they wouldn't have enough beds for everyone. And given that children are the lowest rank on the scale, children would sometimes be made to sleep on the floor. It was only fair. Their parents are more important than them. That was only fair. So the kids would more than likely, if they were put on the floor, they would have something to lay on, a blanket and a pillow. I certainly wouldn't be complaining though, as it did get to around 30 degrees centigrade down here. And as heat rises, the people on the top bunks would be the hottest, people on the floor would be the coldest. So it would be the nicest place to be. Now, these number letter combinations could also be used as postcodes. You could send and receive your post directly to your bunk. They had their post office down here, they had a hospital, they had a theatre, cinema, shops, canteens, barbershop, dentist, Citizen Advice Bureau, absolutely everything you can think of, even showers. Now we're going to move ourselves along to the lovely hospital just down here. Once we get there we are, almost at the end, just almost. I know you're raring to get out, let's go. So, for those of you that are super intelligent, you'll see that we've just done one big circle. Yeah, we've done one big circle, we went through there, and we came out over there just behind you. Who would have guessed it? Which does mean that we have come to the end. So if any of you do want to leave, you can put your lanterns on that table just there with the other lanterns. And you can leave for the left-hand exit just over there. If any of you want to stay down here, ask me some questions, ghost stories, World War I, World War II, how it's dug, anything like that, you're welcome to. You can even have a look in the old ticket office or read the original notice board. That's up to you once again. But other than that, thank you for coming down here. Do hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for listening to me. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, so this is the end. You should come to this place and it's pretty interesting.